Hello, my name is Simon. I am co-founder of Noloco, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use data in the Noloco builder. So what you see on the screen here is a product hunt clone, and this is the product page with things like the product image, product title, URL, etc. One thing we're missing, and is currently hard-coded, is the category name, so the category that that product belongs to and that category's description. And this is something that we want to pull from our database. So if we go over to our data tab, we see that we have a few tables so far. So a product table, of course, with the product title, URL, the maker of that product, hunter of that product, and comments on that product too. We have a comments table with the author of that product and the associated product, of course. And finally, a user table. Now I've created a user for myself with name, email, and you can see that user's comments and the products they've made and hunted as well. One thing we're missing, as I mentioned, is a product category. So I'm just going to create a new data type here. So I want to store a category. Now each table on the Noloco builder has a certain number of default fields. Firstly, the ID. So this starts at 1 for the first entry in that table and ascends from there. And this is quite useful for things like URLs. So for example, if you want to create a category page that showed all the products in that category, your URL might be category/ID of that category. The UUID, this is a unique identifier for that entry in the database. So it's a combination of random numbers and letters and helps you uniquely identify that record in the database. You mightn't use that one as much. And I created that timestamp. So each new category that's created will have a record of when that category was created as well. And we want to add another couple of custom fields. The first is the name, and this is a simple text field. Is this field unique? We'll say yes. So we'll say that each category has to have a unique name. And we also want to create one more field, and this is the description of that category. And this is a text field as well. And we'll say that this doesn't have to be unique necessarily. Just going to click Save now. So now our category table has been created. Of course, it's blank right now, but I'm just going to go quickly and add some data into the database for this table. All right, so I've just gone ahead and inserted some data into the database. So we see we have one category now, it's called no code, and the description of that category. So this is the category for all no code platforms. So now what I'm going to do is go to the products table and create a relationship between products and categories. So if I hit on the settings cog here, I can see the current fields or columns in this table. I'm just going to create a new field. So what do you call this field? I'm going to call this field category. And what type of field is it? It is a relationship. So it's a relationship with the category table. So what is that relationship? So what I'm going to say is that a product can have only one category, but a category can be associated with many products. It's kind of a one-to-many relationship. And if a product has a category, then a category has many products. Cool. So I'm just going to save that there. All right, so now what we have is a category relationship with products as well. So I'm just going to do in the database now is create a link between this product and associated with the no code category. All right, so I've just inserted that data and refreshed the page here. So we now see that our Noloco product is in the no code category. And if we go to the categories table, we can see that there is one product in belonging to this category, and that is, of course, the Noloco product. So the last thing we're going to do is update our UI here. So go back to the product page. And as opposed to having hard-coded text here for the products category, I'm going to pull this information from the database. So I get rid of the hard-coded text and hit to select data here. So what we want is the page product category name here. And for the description, we want to pull in I'm going to get rid of this here. Select data, and pull in the page product, category, description. Cool. So now that will, for our Noloco product, pull in the no-code category and the description of that category as well. So that is a quick tour of how to create and use data in the Noloco builder.